Hi Bear Nation. Kyle Long is the sleepiest Bear in Chicago. Impact player, one of the best players at his position in the entire league. I think that there's a new energy, and Kyle Long is healthy and hungry in 2018.
Bear Essentials, this is Matrell. How you guys doing? The Bears won. We beat the Jets, which is good because now that means that I can finally go home.
What's up, Bears fans? RP here of the Bears Essentials Rebooked, the Nagy era, coming to you after a Week 8 win over the Jets, 24-10. And congratulations to Matrell for just nailing that one on the head. And as a reward, we're going to send you to Buffalo on an all-expense-paid trip to report back to us on what's happening out there during that football game. We are excited here at the Bears Essentials. The game itself, the Bears did a great job coming in on offensively, passing for 220 yards. Huge screen play to Tariq Cohen for about 70 yards from Trubisky. Great play called there. But more importantly, a play later that was very indicative of the progression of Mitch Trubisky as a quarterback. A 4-yard back shoulder pass to Anthony Miller. He created his own passing window, which is what you want to see from your professional quarterback or second overall pick. The defense was stout. Awesome to see these linebackers fly around. Also, Vic Fangio seemed to be a little more aggressive with his play calling. The doctor will fill us in on more of that later. Very exciting to see the Bears get 3 and outs. So I think there were 6 3 and outs on the New York Jets' first 8 possessions. And when you do that as a football team, it helps out the offense tremendously. Also, the offense was able to have a season-high rushing total of 179 yards. So not only when your defense is having 3 and outs, if your offense is also having time-sustaining drives and keeping time of possession, it makes it much easier for the defense as well. So both sides of the ball playing their part, making a great team effort, and obviously everything coming together with the win. The Bears looking forward in the division. We're talking about 4-3 here, so we went from worst to first. That's how tight the division really is. Week 9, Buffalo. I say go Bears. I'm going to give the Bears the win, 32-16. Hey, it's been fun. Fanci, thanks for not watching. Matrell, great job last week. Can't wait to see what you got to say about the game this week. And the doctor, I know you got some words of wisdom for us, so let us know what you got. Master Phlow, been missing you, buddy. I'm glad you're back at home. I'm RP signing off, Bears Essentials. Peace!
What's up, RP? Bear Essentials. I'm Dr. Mathismo. I'm in the house. Well, actually, I'm in the garage right now, just working on some holiday projects. You know how it goes. Breaking down this Bears defense against the Jets. First things first, Khalil Mack did not play. What a great decision by the coaching staff. Khalil Mack, he is our alpha dog. He's our elite specimen, physical specimen, and that translates into psychological advantage for our defense over opposing offenses. Obviously, we didn't need that against the Jets, so I'm glad that he sat. My question is, why was he playing the previous 2 weeks? I mean, granted, the Dolphins and the Patriots, a little bit different caliber team, but he was injured, and I just hope the decision to play him against those teams doesn't hinder his ability to come back and compete and make those big Khalil Mack impact plays against our divisional opponents. So yeah, keep him on the bench against the Bills, and let's just give Floyd and Lynch another opportunity to really show that they can make plays as pass rushers on our defense. So overall, this was a solid victory at home against an AFC opponent. But the Jets aren't a competitive team. They have a young quarterback. They came in with a lot of injuries, especially at skill positions, and their coaches really didn't do anything to take advantage of the Bears' weaknesses. Instead of using double teams and combination blocks to establish a strong running game that would then set up the short, quick passing games, especially with inside breaking routes and crossing routes, the Jets used single blocks to establish zero running game and then relied on a 5 to 7 step drops to throw the ball down the field, down the sidelines. So this played perfectly into the Bears' hands, into their scheme. Eddie Goldman had probably his best game of the season, just routinely defeating these single blocks, stuffing the run at the line of scrimmage and holding these running backs to 2 yards, maybe 3 yards. So it was just really great to see him perform and play at a high level. Now I just have to mention really quick that bonehead play, Eddie Jackson. I love Eddie Jackson. I think he's a really, really good, exciting player for this team. But man, that unnecessary roughness penalty, it's just interesting to see how a bonehead play can have such a negative chain reaction on the team overall. Instead of forcing a punt at that point, the offense gets a second chance and end up driving down the field in just a few plays. So Eddie Jackson, you're a great guy, but don't do that anymore, please. Trick or treat. It's Stogie time.
Hey there, Dr. Mathismo. Stan here. Question for you. Let's suppose the Bears are completely depleted at offensive line. You gotta pick a center and 2 guards from the Bulls to fill the position in there.
Okay.
Of course, you can't take Jordan, of course. Who do you take and why?
Well, thank you so much, Stan, for the question, and happy Halloween. The first person I'm taking is Michael Jordan. Of course, right? He's the greatest player in sports history, hands down, and a guy you just have to have on your team if you're going to win a championship. Number 2, BJ Armstrong, because BJ stands for Bulls Jammin', but the primary responsibility of any good offensive lineman is to defend your quarterback. And who would be better at center than 2014 NBA Defensive Player of the Year, Joakim Noah? So those are my picks. Let's go Bulls. Let's go Bears. Bear down, Chicago.
That makes a lot of sense. Thanks, Mathismo. Hang in there.
Match and Mitch. One's match, one's Mitch. One's match, one's Mitch. One's match, one's Mitch. He's got a gun, he smokes a ton. One scrambles and thinks, one gambles and drinks. He's got some potential, he's on Bear Essentials. It's Match and Mitch.
I'm back! And welcome back to another episode of Mitch and Match. I'm your host, Mitchell Trelinsky. Yes, Bears fans, I'm back. I'm back in the studio after a long and arduous journey of soul searching. Oh, I went everywhere, man. After helping Master Phlow escape that dubious and evil dolphin, Dave Trelinsky, and then having an awesome and very integral and supportive visit with fancy feast. And then after that, well, I can't even tell you where I went. I went all the way down to the West Coast to do some soul searching, and it was worth it. Why? Well, because the Bears got a W against the wounded and depleted and dilapidated New York Jets. So after they won, I figured, hell, I'm going back home to New York because I feel good, you know what I'm saying? Because the Bears won, and you know what that means? Dancing time! Well, happy Halloween, folks! You know, trick-or-treating and all that. You know, eating all that candy, I guess the dancing's helping a little bit. But you know what? No more trick-or-treating and no more October. It's now November. That's right. The cold weather's coming. And the Chicago Bears are traveling to a pretty cold place. We don't know how Mitch is going to play. And Mitch, dude, I gotta tell you, I mean, your work is definitely cut out for you. The Bills' defense is pretty good. So, all I have to say is, you know, just listen to your coach, Coach Nagy. And I will be there with you because, well, thanks to the producers and owners of the Bear Essentials program and company, they are awarding me a trip out to Buffalo for predicting the score correctly with the Bears and Jets. I predicted it would be 24-10, and I'm that good. I told you, it's the greatness. It's the greatness in me. My man Mitch. God, dude, what is your problem, man? You can't be calling out the Bears fans like that. I mean, yes, I agree. Buffalo fans are crazy, but they gotta be crazy. Their team ain't that good, man. I mean, if you were sucking, if the Bears were really, really terrible, the Bears fans would be crazy. We'll be jumping off tables, man, into burning fires and stuff, man. Well, you know what? No, we don't have to do that because we know, Mitch, we know that you are a professional and a good player. So, I mean, we're not gonna do that. But then again, I mean, come on, man, you're making me jealous, man. I mean, hell, I can jump on stuff too. You know, a Bears fan, we can jump on chairs and stuff. Well, check this out. I'm crazy for the Bears. Woo-hoo, woo-hoo. You see? Mitch, you need to win. You need to become this amazing quarterback because I cannot pull, you know, this wagon. You know what I'm saying? I cannot be the lead horse, man. We gotta work together. You gotta basically pull up your bootstraps and meet me halfway. Okay? I do the great reporting. You should do and be the great quarterback. Deal? So, back to the studio, and thanks for watching Mitch and Match.
Hey, it's me, Fanci, and this is Football Fancy. The Bears won. And my understanding is that Matrell actually chose the correct score, which, you know, good for him. That just goes to prove how smart he is and how good he is at his job. I don't think I've ever even really gotten close. This week, the Bears are playing the Buffalo Bills, and that doesn't sound like a real team to me. Buffalo Bills. I think that's a cowboy. Are they named after that cowboy? Are they named after the bill hat? Are they named after dollar bills? Which I guess I'm okay with any of those except Buffalo Bill because I prefer teams named after inanimate objects. I wonder if in Buffalo it's already snowing. Maybe. I think the Buffalo Bills wear blue, and so do the Bears, but it's like a different kind of blue. I always wonder when the other team also wears blue, is it going to be confusing? I don't know. I mean, it won't matter. I won't be watching the game, so I personally will not be confused by it. And that's it for me.
Hey, thanks to Matrell, you saved me from a ditch. Hey, M&M. Match and Mitch. Oh, I seem to have found a Snickers. No more field goal misses, Cody Parkey. Kickers. Yeah, what's this? Perhaps I'll have a taste. Like the Bears, jumps to first place. Shuffle. Oh, can't seem to find any Three Musketeers. Buffalo, worse than the Buccaneers. So the Bears will win this week. I'll have no crummy tears. But I'll have some Haribo gummy bears. My prediction, whilst I eat this Twix. Bears 47, Buffalo 6.
Mitch, look, we don't do that, okay? So, just deal with it. But, hey, if you want us to go all hunky-dory and crazy, then fine, we might be able to do something. But you're going to have to pay me because I'm not doing any bodily harm to this beautiful specimen right here. But I will be at the game doing coverage, and maybe I will influence some Bears fans to do some gnarly things. You never know. I mean, it's going to be cold. I mean, we're all used to that, but you know, being from Chicago, but still cold is cold. No one's like that. But on this game, yes, in this game, I predict another Bears victory, even though, I can't do that. I need my, nope, okay, let's do that again. Run that again. Sorry, Matt, run that again.